Maybe I should have this Marie Callender's beef and bean chili cornbread pie. I found it in the freezer. You know, since I found it in the freezer, maybe it's a little chilly. Although perhaps that joke was a little too corny for you. Today, I will be reviewing Marie Callender's beef and bean chili cornbread pie. Interesting thing we got here. Beef, beans, and cornbread. It looks like it may be together, or I'm not sure how this is going to be laid out. If it's like the beef and beans are inside the cornbread, or if they're two separate things. Oh no, it's a cornbread topping, so it's covered in cornbread. It'll be interesting. For a small thing, it's also got a decent amount of calories, 520 calories, 32% for total fat, 60% for saturated fat, 27% for cholesterol, 45% for sodium, 19% for carbs, and then 17 grams of protein. Not the healthiest, not particularly healthy. A lot of saturated fat, a lot of sodium. Probably actually not too bad when it comes to cholesterol and carbs though, because this is 520 calories. Where are the instructions? Ah, here they are. Remove from carton and remove film. Cook on high 6.5 to 8 minutes, and then let stand 1 minute. Okay, I can appreciate that. You just put it in the microwave for quite a while and then it's done. Okay, here's what it looks like. Is that cornbread? I guess it is. Man, that does not. Okay. So it looks. I'm. I don't know that this really looks that much like cornbread. It also doesn't look like it really covers it all that well. This makes it look like you're getting a lot of cornbread. This is like it's got like this cornbread-ish topping that's sort of slapped on there. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this. All right, we got to remove the film, but the cornbread topping thing is stuck on the film, so we'll see how that goes. So here we've got it. This is it pre-cooked. Looks eh, we'll see. It does smell kind of cornbready. It smells kind of cornbready and kind of chili-like, which is I guess what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go put this in the microwave for like probably 7 minutes and then be back. I have returned. Here we got it. So let's put this here. For reference, this is the box. You know, actually, it looks somewhat similar-ish. I was thinking it didn't really look that similar, but it's, you know. Okay, the cornbread does not really look that cornbready. It looks almost like a cheese spread. It's definitely not cheese, though. It's probably cornbread. It is pretty thin, though. Like, it's just the top. It doesn't cover all of it. But, hey, that's okay, I guess. Let's take a little bite here. It's probably going to be super hot. It's just out of the microwave. It tastes like chili. It's maybe a slightly spicy chili. It's not crazy spicy, but it's definitely got a little bit of a kick to it. The cornbread does help to counteract that, though. So I don't know if it's just not mixed well, but the side over here is pretty watery. It's got maybe a few chunks of meat in it and whatnot. And they're kind of chewy. They're okay. It's not bad chili, but it's not great chili. But it's kind of like mostly sauce over here, so I don't think it was well mixed. Yeah, the box is like look at all the ingredients over in the chili there. And the chili over here really just feels like just sauce. We got a little bit of cornbread on this, but it's mostly just sauce. All right, this side, the other side, we've actually got some stuff in there. Let's have a try here. Actually, look at this side. There's like no sauce on this side. Over here, like all the sauce. Over here, not really sauce. I don't think it was mixed very well. The other ingredients over here, though, they're fine. You got like red bell pepper. I think maybe that's like onion, that carrot maybe, beans, other stuff, and then meat. I think it's a decent chili. Aside from the cornbread, it's sort of a generic chili that's decent. Have a little bit more here. Some of it is a little chewier than I am comfortable with. I don't know what it is. I think maybe the meat or something. Maybe it's the cornbread. Overall, it's okay. The cornbread is all right. I don't think it like okay. It meets the definition of cornbread, and it's okay-ish, but it's really not it's not great. I imagine part of that is because it's microwave cornbread, but it's really just not doing it for me for cornbread. It's also like almost all crust. Like it's pretty thin here, and most of it is like the crust top outer things. You don't get much of the inner cornbready stuff. And it's okay, but it's not great. I think the cornbread was also really made from a really fine powder because it's kind of it sometimes cornbread has like little pieces of corn in it or it's more fluffy. This is not fluffy. It's neither fluffy nor does it have like bigger corn chunks in it. It's kind of got a grainy texture. And the chili's fine. I know I said it's got a little bit of a kick to it, but I'm not feeling it now. Maybe I just spooked myself with getting the hot sauce early on. But it's pretty mild actually. Maybe a little bit of a kick, but it's fairly mild. Overall, I'd say the chili is okay, but it's not like a great chili. It's not the best chili I've ever had. It's kind of just a generic chili, maybe slightly spicy. It's not sweet at all or anything. It does actually, and it did end up having a decent amount of veggies and stuff. I just think, and a mix of the sauce here. I think it's just the outer edges that were not properly mixed. And the cornbread just really isn't doing it for me. I'm not a huge fan of crust. It's pretty much all cornbread crust. The thin layer on top. It's okay, but eh. Overall, I think Marie Callender's beef and bean chili cornbread pie is okay. I would eat this again. I don't think I'd go out of my way to eat this. This isn't super flavorful or interesting. Chili's not my favorite, although it's fine. It's just I'm gonna be maybe a little harsh on this and give it a 5. I don't think it's bad. Okay, well, I'm not a fan of the cornbread really. I think maybe having cornbread does add to the dish overall a little bit. I don't know, the cornbread's not doing it for me. And overall the chili is fine, but it's kind of like average, mediocre chili. It's still perfectly edible and everything. It's just really not doing it for me. Maybe I'd bump it up to a 6. But yeah, I'd say in terms of good versus bad, maybe a little bit on the side of good. But it's not stand out for me, and it's not something I'd probably order again. Although I'd have really no complaints on eating it again if I had to. I guess that's it for the beef and bean chili cornbread pie. 5 out of 10, maybe 6 out of 10. It's okay. I guess that's just it. It's okay. Thank you for watching. See ya. Welcome to the outro, my friends. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The vast majority of my viewers are unsubscribed. It would be cool if you subscribed. Anyway, in this outro, for those of you that have been watching me for a while, you might have noticed the thing on my face where it went from nothing really happening here to it being super red, to me having, giant bandages and whatnot, to, where we are now. That's going to continue to be an issue, by the way. So for example, I've got a bit of a scar here. Here it's like a scar, and then there's that which is scabbing over. And the issue was that I had a cyst there that got infected, so they drained it. That was the first big face covering. After a while, they then took it out, and we were waiting for it to heal. but it has never actually fully healed, and that's because they think either it came back or there was another cyst or they didn't get it all. So there's a cyst that's I don't know, making oils or something, and using the little spot here as an exhaust port, which is really an unfortunate thing to have happen in general, especially on my face. So in another few weeks, I'm gonna get another surgery over here to get it taken out again, and then hopefully that'll be it, and I will just have more battle scars to go with my battle scars all over my abdomen. Apparently, I'm immune to having medical procedures go right the first time. Anyway, thank you for watching. Face is probably gonna continue to be messed up over here. As a side note, this recently showed up and my mom was concerned that it might be melanoma, so I'm getting that checked out. So hopefully it's not anything. See ya.